Hello there. Welcome back. I'm Jeff. This is the ska ukulele. This is one of my first builds. It's gone through several iterations. Looks like it was painted by a 7-year-old. And it features the amazing retaining bolt, which you don't see on ukuleles very much, unless it was built by incompetence. Anyways, today, it's been a long time. What ukulele do I get? What kind of ukuleles are there? How do I know which ukulele is right for me? Well, that totally depends. It turns out that there's like 5 ukuleles. There's more than that. There's some weirdo ukuleles. They're like really, really tiny. And they're really, really, really big. But I wouldn't fuss yourself with them. The other thing you need to know is that 3 of the ukuleles are entirely exactly the same as each other. So this is, starting here, Soprano ukulele. This is what everybody starts with. It has a specific number of frets on it, in that you're going to get to the 10th fret, 12th fret. This has like 18 frets on them. Sometimes maybe 12 frets, sometimes, doesn't matter. The length of ukulele is sort of uniform-ish, and it has a nice little pretty sound. Oops. The headphones get in the way of the first string. Anyways, they're absolutely perfect for everyone. So why do we need more than one ukulele? Well, you don't, but you know, if you're like me, you have to own them all. It's like Pokemon. Disadvantage to a soprano, some people will tell me the frets are too close together. Some people will tell me they don't like the size of the neck. I have these ridiculous, awful sausage death fingers, and I play soprano most of the time. I think it fits everybody's hand. They're great. You're like, yeah, but I want my ukulele to be a little bit bigger. And you're like, well, did you miss the point of a ukulele? Okay. Anyways, here is ukulele number 2. This is my Jack Daniels. This is my second ukulele I've ever owned, and I actually love it a lot. It's got the unusual off-center hole, and it's got, for extra beefiness, this is a concert ukulele. What's the difference between a concert ukulele and a soprano ukulele? Well, it's bigger. It's in the exact same key. It plays with the same tuning. Everything is the same. The frets are going to be a little bit further apart. The neck is probably going to be a little bit thicker, but honestly, they feel almost exactly the same thing. If you're super into like soloing and getting into the high register and stuff like that, you're going to have more neck to deal with. But let's level with each other. Most of the ukulele strumming you're going to do is here. It's in the same place. Little bigger sound? Sure. Depends on who's making it, though. You can find some concert ukuleles that are really compact and not a big deal. Okay, so I love the concert ukulele. I play concert ukulele a lot. It does, I won't lie to you, fits my hand slightly better, but nothing wrong with soprano. So then we move on to the tenor ukulele. Watch this. This is like ukulele on steroids, except it's exactly the same. Same key, same tuning. Not always true. A lot of people like their tenor to have a drop G on it, which means this string here will be an octave lower, and therefore all of the strings will actually play in order. You'll go low to high, but same tuning as soprano, same tuning as a concert. Definitely fits your hand differently. The frets are further apart. You're almost always going to get a wider neck, so depending on where you like to play it. If you play soprano a lot and then you immediately jump up to a tenor, you will almost assuredly recognize that your fingers are slightly in a different place. Bigger sound, for sure. Also, this is my high-end Cordoba. My high-end Cordoba. It's got a big, sweet, rich sound on it. It definitely sounds better than the other ones, but I paid like... I made this. It has a restraining bolt. It's not going to sound as good as the one that Cordoba makes. Cordoba. Also fun to say. But, again, if you're playing chords, if you are chording, you're in the same place on this that you are on that you are on that. They're all the same. They're the same tuning, and they're generally almost always played in the key of C. Here we go. Baritone ukulele. This one has a strap. Why? It's too big. For me anyways. Major difference. First of all, you're already in drop tuning. It's going to go low to high, and it's in the key of G. Your shapes are exactly the same. You're in a different key. You play this on a soprano ukulele, it's a C. This is in the key of G. So I get a G chord, but it's the same shapes. Again, I'm in the same part of the ukulele. My wife likes this because she says it sounds more like a guitar, which as a ukulele player I find slightly insulting, but she's right. It actually is a guitar. And for those of you guitar players out there that are thinking, how do I transition into ukulele? Or for the ukulele players who, how do I take these skills and move them on to the next thing? Right here. Because this is the same tuning as the bottom 4 strings on a guitar. So if you're a guitar player and you grab this, play everything like you normally would, just forget that you have a bass string, 2 bass strings, because you don't have them anymore. So essentially, in terms of tuning with this one here, we got a D and a G and a B and an E, which is what you would have on your guitar from strings 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice sound. Again, my shapes are the same. I have to learn how to play things differently because I'm in a different key. Baritone ukulele. Finally, we have, this is a nice Luna. It's got pickups. This is a bass. This is a bass ukulele, except there's no such thing. Bass ukuleles are basses. They're different size basses. You can buy really, really expensive ones that have these like thick rubber strings on them, and they kind of give you this little rumbly thuddy thing. This has steel strings on it, and it is actually a bass. There is no difference. It's small. Tuning, we got E, we got an A, we got a D, and we got a G. It's a bass. You can call it a ukulele bass, you can call it a uke bass, you can call it a bass uke, call it whatever you want. It's exactly the same as a bass. So if you play bass, you also play this. We don't generally chord on them. Some people do, like Flea, if he was playing this, he would totally chord on this. And those are the 5 basic ukulele shapes that we have in shapes and sizes. Which one do you like? You're a guitar player, baritone's good. Everybody else, tenor, concert, soprano. Look it. Does it sound good? Does it fit your hand? Get that one. Is it pretty? You definitely get that one. Listen, every ukulele I ever coveted in my life was because of how it sounded, number 1, and how it looked, number 2. Does it sound good? Yes. Does it make me look cool? Oh, yeah. Okay. You take care. We'll see you next time.